How to guess triad chords. Before watching this, check my video about how to guess intervals. If you're updated on this, let's dive in. So, the most basic chords are called triads. Why? Because they are composed of 3 notes and stacked thirds. It might sound a little confusing maybe, but let me explain. So 3 notes, you have a root and 2 notes to find. Let's get a table. Then the thirds. There's only 2 types of thirds we know, the minor one and the major one. So from the root, we are gonna add 2 thirds in a row to get the entire triad. So let's build every triad that exists. Again, from a given root, we're going to add minor or major third twice to get the 2 notes of a triad. So let's begin with the first pattern. A major plus a minor third. So from the root, a major third is 4 semitones. So the first note is a major third. And to find the last note, you add a minor third, which is 3 semitones. So you have a perfect fifth. And this chord is called a major triad. Let's move on the next pattern. A minor third plus a major third. From the root, a minor third is 3 semitones. So the first note of the chord is a minor third. Plus a major third on top of it, which is 4 semitones, which gives us again a perfect fifth. And this chord is called a minor triad. The next one is 2 minor thirds in a row. So from the root, you add a minor third, which gives us a minor third as the first note of the chord, plus another minor third, which gives us a diminished fifth. This chord is called the diminished triad, which makes sense because the 2 degrees are minor. And the last one will also make sense with 2 major thirds in a row. From the root, the first note is a major third, and the second one is 4 plus 4 semitones, which gives us an augmented fifth. And this chord is called an augmented triad, because from the root, the 2 degrees are 2 major thirds. From there, if you do this for every note on the piano, you almost have listed every traditional triad chord that exists. In fact, you can modify those patterns by slightly moving your fingers on the piano, putting a perfect fourth as the second degree, or a second major as the first degree of a chord, or a diminished fifth, or whatever, but you'll probably end with a highly dissonant chord or a chord that fulfills more complex harmonic roles. Still, 2 other options have been found and kept in the traditional triad pattern. Those triads are made from major triad, from which you lock the root and the perfect fifths and modify the second degree. The first idea is to over-augment the major third. So if we augment a major third by 1 degree, it gives us 5 semitones, which is a perfect fourth, and this chord is called a suspended 4 triad. The second idea is to over-diminish the major third, which is 4 semitones minus 1, it's a minor third. We already seen this pattern and it's a minor triad. But what if we diminish again the minor third and it gives us a second major? This is called the suspended 2 triad. So finally, here is the table of every traditional triads that exists. And as you saw, it's not that complicated to create them. With those notes, and to be exhaustive, the last option you have is take those notes and use either the first or the second degree as the lowest note. Let's take the example of a C major. It is composed of a major third and a perfect fifth, which gives us C, E, G. In the first case, if I use the E as the lowest note, I keep the original order of the notes, and it gives me E, G, C. This chord is a C major first inversion. The last option is to use the G as the lowest note, keep the original order of the notes, so it gives us G, C, E. It's a C major second inversion. And then you have it, every traditional triad that exists. There's 260 of them, and I will make a video for each one. And it's not about talent or theory, it's about training a feeling that everyone has. And in fact, hear for yourself. Every triad chord category, minor, major, diminished or augmented, suspended 2 or suspended 4, produces its own feeling. Let's hear a C major chord. As you can hear, it is quite happy and stable feeling. Now let's hear a C minor chord. It creates a melancholic or quite sad mood. Then the C diminished chord. The mood here is more tense or mysterious. Next is the C augmented. Here it feels unresolved or dreamy. Only the suspended chord remains. Here is a C suspended 2. The mood is fresh and expectant. Finally, the suspended 4 is more tense and energetic. Here I give you what I feel when I hear them, but come up with your own feeling for each of them. So, how does the triad guessing videos works? First, I will give you a C for reference. Everybody can build his own mind map of every note on the piano by roughly singing C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So it's obvious that I'm not a singer either, but anyway, now you have a rough mind map of the entire piano notes. So now your job is to hear the root note. Here it's a E. Let me know in the comments if you want to see which root note it is, or if you prefer to guess it too. And guess the chord. Remember the feeling of every triad category, train your ear about intervals, and you have 10 seconds. And you get the results with the correct name of the triad chord and its composition. As for interval guessing, you'll fail, but you'll get better every time. I'll make a video for each triad chord existing and more to come. So check out my playlist and scroll to train. Like and subscribe.